Welcome to Final Third Friday. I'm Rob,
And I'm Isaiah.
and today we'll be doing our pairing with the La Galera 1936 box press Maduro.
And we're pairing that with this wonderful new bottle to the shop. This is Old 55 Distillery's single barrel bourbon, and it's bottled in bond. So this one it's looking like 4 years old at 100 proof. So perfect recipe for bottled in bond.
Yes, we just got that one in the shop today as we're recording this. So this will be available here. Got a case of it, so hopefully it'll last for a little while, but I doubt it will last very long. So, will pour me one, buddy?
I think I can arrange for that.
Cool. So we're sitting out here in the lovely Cigarden this evening. Beautiful day in central Indiana. And hopefully the train doesn't drive us crazy because it hadn't been going by at all, and all of a sudden it's been by since Isaiah's been here at least once.
Yeah, it was just once, but it was a big train.
It was.
Torpedo.
Yeah.
Pyramid head. What is it? Torpedo pyramid?
Yeah, that's Bellicoso.
Okay.
Bellicoso.
Doing a Calibri Deep V on it.
Yep, that's what I did too. So a lot of times I like to do the V on the torpedoes or bellicosos or anything with a tip. It gives you a little bit deeper cut without actually taking away too much of the cigar. And it opened up the draw perfectly on this one. We get on the cold draw.
I say this all the time, but it's Raisin Brands for me.
Yeah. Even more brand than raisin this time.
Yeah, but it still has that like dry fruit sweetness.
A little bit, but not as pronounced as some of the others we've had here recently.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's go in the nose on the whiskey too.
This is my first time having this one. So it is, it's like buttery sweet corn. There's a lightly caramel note, but
Yeah,
if it's
it's leaning-
caramel, it's salted caramel.
Yeah, it's leaning towards the caramel, not as sweet corn like the sweet corn bourbon.
No, but that distillery signature is still there.
It
you
is.
know? And then you can smell the oak in that.
Well, and
I'm getting in the palate on this.
Old 55 does a great job of aging. Where a lot of rick houses you see down in Kentucky, they have the rick houses stacked up on hills, and the temperature range could could change 100 degrees. I mean, over the year.
Yeah.
They actually keep their all their barrels underground in the basement of where they are, and the temperature change is only about 10 degrees year round. So it's actually a slower process with that, but it brings out some deeper, richer notes, in my opinion.
Yeah. So on this whiskey, what I'm getting is like it leads with like a sweet cream. It almost gets into that corny thing, but then it kind of turns a corner and gets into some. It's almost raspberry to me, and then right on the finish, it turns into licorice. Not like black licorice, but red licorice.
Okay. I can see that, I guess. We are recording later at night tonight,
Yeah,
so trying to get my palate completely back.
I haven't drank anything. I did smoke one cigar today, though.
Did you? What'd you smoke today?
I smoked the Sfumato and C Major from Crown Heads.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was just drinking
No
coffee.
way, you smoked to Crown Heads? That's weird.
Yeah,
That's different.
Wild. Where's my sponsorship, you guys? I was looking at my humidor and almost every box I have in there. Literally the only box. I think I've got 7 boxes in there. There is only one box that's not Crown Heads, and you know what it is? Warhead 7.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to light this up, man. This thing is charged and ready to rock.
So, going from the sip to a cold draw.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to do it. It's fine. It really pulls out a lot more of that creaminess with the bran. It almost makes it like a bowl of bran cereal with the milk and everything in it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So Mickey was telling us something over the weekend, a way he likes to cold draw. Did he tell you this?
No. Oh, he did say that he cold draw from the foot.
From the foot. So let's give it a shot. Or I'm going
You
to.
can. Oh, mine's already hot.
Yeah, on this one, it doesn't really do much. I did one on one of his cigars that way, and it really opened up the notes of the tobacco. Get the retrohale right off the top.
Oh, yeah.
And
It is not a pepper bomb. There's definitely some black pepper there, but it is hardly there.
hardly there.
I mean, like you grab something with the darker wrapper, and you're almost expecting it to light you up. But this is, we haven't talked about construction, but this is definitely Habano spice, which is what the wrapper is.
So tell us what this cigar is made up of.
So the La Galera 1936 Torpedo is a Ecuadorian Habano wrapper with Dominican Criollo 98 binder and Dominican Piloto Cubano and Criollo 98 fillers. We've got it marked as a medium full, which I think is accurate. I think it starts out very medium, and then in the final third, it's like, ooh,
It builds up.
we're kicking up there. So
right off light, I'm getting some red pepper spice on the lips and on the tongue, and a little bit on the retrohale, but it's more on the tongue and the palate.
I can see that. There's also some leatheriness on the palate to me.
There is a pretty nice little retrohale. Now, wow, that was actually spicier than I was expecting after what you said.
Beat you up?
No, not bad, but just there was a good black and red pepper spice on the nose on that retrohale there.
Yeah, it's not
Nice. I've been really impressed with all the stuff coming from La Galera. We've had like, I think 5 or 6 facings.
Yeah.
And I think I've got another 4 or 5 coming
Well, I
here
don't
in the
even
next week
think
or
our
two.
Connecticut SIBO facing counts. Like, we sell through those things so quick.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
crazy.
when you're looking at a $4 cigar for a premium cigar, and a box of them's $80.
It's
I
ridiculous.
mean, people come in here and instead of just buying 1 or 2, they just buy a box.
You might as well.
And they're small enough too, because that SIPO size is like a little bit bigger than Petite Corona. It's more like
Yeah.
I mean, it's a small Corona. It's between a Petite Corona and a Corona. But people that smoke them love them. And I do have the Jade coming in that special little Figurado size.
Oh, I do like that Jade quite a
I do
bit.
too. It's their African Cameroon cigar. It's
Yeah.
delicious.
So smoke to sip, to me, in the whiskey, it's bringing out an almost black pepper, which is that barrel char note, but that's what I associate it with.
Yeah. It's also bringing back a citrus, but not like an orange or a lemon, just like the tanginess of a citrus in there. You get that?
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like I keep thinking it's going to turn into orange, but it never quite gets there.
Well, it's like the orange cream thing, where this is lightly orange, mostly sweet cream, and I could almost hang my hat on that for that whiskey.
Yeah.
But it's not fully orange.
Are
There's
you-
that slight what?
Well, I was going to say, are you familiar with their numbering? Like this one is 18H4A batch number. I'm assuming that just refers to, I mean, I don't think they change the mash bills up in their bourbon, do they?
No,
So I'm not sure what that means unless it's just them keeping track of the day that they're creating this blend or
Well,
whatever.
and this one says single barrel, so it should not be blended.
Well,
That would
sorry,
be a-
not
that
blend.
would be-
I was meaning mash bill.
Yeah, I mean it does say batch number on the back, so it should not be. Yeah, as far as the front label is concerned, batch number is probably just a barrel number.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Bottle
Well-
number 84.
Yeah, I didn't look to see if we got any other what the other number bottles were.
Yeah.
Probably 82 through 86.
You would think, but you never know what you pull out of a case.
You never know.
They just throw them all on a table and someone else comes by and throws them in a box. So
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could get that if you're lucky.
So when is the Indiana Bourbon Club doing the barrel pick at Old 55?
I think it's the 15th.
15th. So here, actually, within about
This
a week.
Saturday.
Yeah, this weekend, the club's going to be going down and doing a barrel, or going up and doing a barrel pick at Old 55 for the
Yep.
club. I'll tell you what, if you want to come by here and try this whiskey before this barrel pick comes out, it's going to be a similar profile, but it's going to be a lot deeper and richer with that cast strength note to it.
Yeah.
It's going to be everything I've had cast strength from Old 55 has been absolutely delicious. So I cannot wait for this one to come out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a stellar
Are
bottle.
you going on that one?
I'm not. I'm
not either.
here.
Oh, that's right. We're both working that day,
Yeah.
aren't we?
Yep. I've been on a barrel pick to Old 55. I'm a little bit nervous about just letting whoever go on it because
Yeah.
there haven't been many Indiana Bourbon Club picks that I haven't had a hand in,
I know.
which is kind of funny, but it's a blast for me. But I
It is fun.
let the new guard come in and we'll see how they do.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, and that's the thing, too, you know.
I
55
did see that. I think Dan Hart's on that.
He is.
pick.
He is.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is awesome. I was so glad to see him get on that pick because he was really wanting to be on this pick. So I'm excited to see him get picked
Yeah.
for that.
Absolutely.
One good thing about Old 55, too, like I said earlier, they're very consistent. Even if they try 10 different barrels, probably any barrel they pick is going to be delicious. You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Okay, because everything I've had from them has been very good, and I just know with the consistency of their storage, I can imagine being a big difference from one side to the other.
Last time we were there, Jason let us try from 4 barrels. The third one in the lineup was just under 4 years. He was telling us that by the time it would be bottled, it would be 4 years. It had a super medicinal note on it, and it was spicy, which is something you never get from an Old 55 bourbon.
No, that's weird.
That being said, the one that we chose it was a leaky barrel, and it has all of the leaky barrel charm. You know,
Love it.
I think there was a total yield of 60 bottles from that one.
Oh, wow, and that's a
Which
full
is-
53-gallon barrel. Holy crap.
I think they run 30s.
Oh, did they run through? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah.
But even still, we got more than 60 bottles out of the 15-gallon barrel.
We did, and that was a leaky barrel,
Yeah.
too, so.
Yeah, and so not nearly as leaky as that old 55 one was.
Well,
but that
that's
one
the
had
difference, too,
some
between
magic.
That's the difference between leaking for a year and leaking for 4 years, too. So
That's true.
that's pretty cool. Well, I'm excited. I hope you guys do a great job. You know, make sure we get a great bottle, and if we don't,
Yeah.
you guys are going to be hunted down and
And
shot.
if you find one of Jason's leaky barrels,
Yes.
just call it a day on that one. There is some sort of magic that happens in those.
There really
and I don't
is.
know what it is.
You're getting that extra bit of the oakiness on the sides of it that are still going to contribute to the flavors of the
Yeah.
whiskey, and it's just more barrel. You know, what is that called?
I feel like it
What we're looking
concentrates
for.
the flavor somehow.
I don't know,
And,
man. It's whatever it does, it's magic.
It is. It really is. Leaves a lot of headroom in the barrel, which is a nightmare for the things that can happen in there and how
Yeah.
much alcohol can escape. But hey, I ain't worried about it. Good
No.
mouthfeel and finish, I'm in.
What does the cask strength bourbon typically come out at Old 55?
I think their entry proof is around 110.
Is it really?
Yeah, what's your sweet corn cash strength?
126.
Oh, okay. Well, that he might be running.
I thought he was running 130 or 140 and going in.
You can't do that on bourbon.
What's the max?
125.
125. Okay.
So he might have done that for that sweet corn run, but I don't remember what it is for the bourbons.
Okay. Interesting.
Of course, the other thing is entry proof is something you can always play with before as it's going in. So there could be quite a few down there in his basement rick house.
Yes. Yeah. So Old 55 it's an old school that they converted into a distillery and basically added on the front of it to create the distillery. And where they actually have the basement for all the barrels. On top of that is the old gymnasium from the school that they still have in there. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a cool thing that they've revamped in there. But in all honesty, driving through Newtown, Indiana, it's them, and I think there's like a basketball court in the middle of town. That's about it.
There's not even a McDonald's there.
No, there's nothing other than like a few houses, one basketball court downtown, and
I didn't even
Old
see
55.
a gas station.
I don't think there was one.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, they're like 15 minutes away from Lafayette and
Yeah.
some other places too, but
For sure.
definitely all the fields around Old 55 are family-owned fields. That's where they're getting all their crops from. So I mean, they really do a good job of using the space that they have for everything they do.
Yeah. Sip to smoke for me, Rob. I'm getting like a cedar note in there, and there's also the start of almost a cinnamon note. It might be nutmeg, but there is kind of that on the palate of the smoke for me.
Yeah.
What are you getting smoke to sip over there?
So smoke to sip. Going to the bourbon, I'm getting it's very creamy. It's like
Well, even the smoke is creamy off of this
it's like a
cigar.
What's that frosting? It's like a buttercream frosting.
Yeah.
Go from smoke to sip. That I mean, there's the viscosity on the bourbon and just the flavor on it is like a buttercream frosting. Absolutely delicious. I was sitting here trying to figure that out, and that's the only thing I can come up with is like buttercream frosting.
It kind of is like barrel-aged buttercream frosting.
There's
There's
really
that
good.
vanilla quality in there too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Even it's only 100 proof, but even at 100 proof, if you're tasting whiskey, you're going to taste a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
Going that direction, there's no heat. It's just like creamy, smooth. So let's go the other way, like you just did.
Wow. Yeah. I almost want to say buttercream frosting on coffee cake. Because I'm stuck on this cinnamon thing, but I don't know.
Oh yeah. Have you ever had? There's these little Debbie cakes. They have the raisins in them, and they're brown, but not carrot. Maybe it is the carrot cake. But they have the frosting on top of them. That's what I'm getting right now. Is that little Debbie cake? And it may be the carrot cake with the vanilla cream frosting on top of it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually a really tasty pairing.
Yeah.
Hoping it gets more carrot cakey because I love carrot cake.
Me too.
Gosh, I love carrot cake.
Only
dude,
time I
there's
ever
a
eat
place.
it is Easter though.
Oh, well, you and I need to make a trip over to Clay Terrace. There's
Okay.
a restaurant over there, and I can't remember the name of it. It's real close to Prime 47 where Julio is.
Yeah.
And they have the most insane carrot cake.
Okay.
I mean, you get one piece, and it's enough basically to feed two people as a meal. It's a massive piece. It is
Yeah.
the most delicious carrot cake I've ever had.
Super moist.
It is.
Yeah.
All the icing you would ever dream of.
Absolutely.
It's like one whole can on your one piece.
I
It's
will
amazing.
tell you, I am the type of person to scrape off icing.
Oh my God, no! That icing is what makes it.
Like I love
All the
the
icing.
right proportion of icing.
No, more,
Carrot
cake needs all the icing, and if you want to throw a little bit more, that's fine too.
I'll throw it at you.
Okay, you
Rob.
can do that.
Yeah. I think that the icing on the outside is enough, But as soon as there's a layer in the middle, it's too much.
Oh, no, you're wrong. Gosh, you were so wrong. You were so wrong. No. Yes, I'll take all your icing.
Yeah, you're more than welcome.
It is absolutely delicious.
I
I want carrot cake for dinner.
Have you not eaten dinner yet?
No, but I had breakfast this morning. Well, breakfast this afternoon. Lisa picked it up at
Broadway?
At noon, I think, and brought it in here at 3. So I got to
So it was nice and warm
I got
for
to
you?
heat it back up. So
Yeah. Where was it from?
Anita's down here in Pendleton.
Anita.
Yep, little kitchen down there.
I went to Broadway on Saturday.
Yeah,
Their breakfast is super solid.
it is.
I'm always impressed by their food. I just got a breakfast sandwich with sausage and egg and cheese. And after I placed my order, I was like, oh, crap, you got to be kidding me. Why would I do this? Because, like, you go to a lot of diner spots and you get those frozen sausage patties.
Yeah.
And those are always just a recipe for spending time on the toilet.
Yep, pretty
Every
much.
single one of them.
And you were coming here to do an event all
I
day.
was coming here to do an event all day. She brought it out, like, they formed that sausage patty just for me.
Nice.
And it was like,
Was it like a little heart made with love?
yeah,
That's
made with
awesome.
love. I didn't see. It was between white toast. But it was not the rubbery, congealed frozen sausage patty.
Nice.
And they're so cheap, man. I can't believe
They really
that
are.
either.
So what we're talking about, it's a little diner here in Fortville, 5 minutes up, not even 5 minutes up the road, called Broadway Diner. It's been here forever, and it's your old school hole-in-the-wall diner, but their food is actually really good and really reasonably priced.
They have one of the best tenderloins I think I have had around
I would
town.
agree with that. I'm not a huge tenderloin person, but their tenderloin's amazing.
It was really funny. I took Victoria there, and they were banging on something in the back. She was like, "What are they doing?" I said, "They're banging out tenderloin."
Yes, they might have been.
They probably were. They
probably were.
You could just hear them whacking meat.
The
back
good
there.
thing, though, too, is like if you're from Indiana listening to this, you know you have two types of tenderloins. You have the ones that are like, just a little bit bigger than the bun that are really thick, or you have the ones that are like super thin that like the size of a manhole cover. This is like a happy medium in between.
Yeah.
Still fairly thick, but it's still really big where you can get two sandwiches out of
Yeah.
it. I've had a couple other ones around here that were so thin they were not very good.
Well, and I had Taxman's. I'll call them out. And it was
that
like they
Ash.
didn't pound it out at all. And I was like, this is not a tenderloin now.
No.
This is a pork chop sandwich. What's going on? But I have also seen Eric Jansen bring some in, and I don't know how he always gets them. He gets the largest tenderloins I've ever seen from there.
He gets the big
And
dogs.
He'll fold them over twice just so
Yeah.
that they fit on the bun. And it's
See, I
like,
always take half of it home and make another sandwich out of them.
not me, man. I'll eat that whole thing, potato cakes and all.
Potato cakes are another nice delicacy from them.
Yeah.
Little
And,
hash browns like potato cakes.
Your tenderloin and potato cakes will be at around or under $10.
Yeah, right about $10
Where else can you do that?
for about 17 pounds of food.
Yeah, it is enough food. It is plenty of food. Some days it's too much food, but hey,
Most days for me it is.
yeah. So if you're hungry on your way to Final Third, don't stop at Fox Garden or Taxman. They're all good, but they have plenty of money. If you just want good diner food, and
Take
I
care
mean
of the little
great
people.
diner food.
Yeah.
Broadway Diner, they're going to treat you right. It's nothing of a place when you go inside, but their food is super solid for the money.
Yep.
You
Well-
could go to McDonald's, spend $10, or you could go to Broadway Diner and spend your 10.
And get something you actually feel good about.
Yep. This episode brought to you by Broadway,
Broadway
Diner, Fortville, Indiana, just 3 minutes up the road from Final Third Cigar Lounge.
That's right. And if you want to do carry out, you can bring it in here,
Yeah.
eat your food, smoke cigars, drink all the bourbon. Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Damn, this ash is holding on so perfect. Look at that burn. It's absolutely a perfect burn line.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I hate to keep saying this, but I am really impressed with La Galera. I don't know why I hadn't found them before, but our local rep that covers our area, his name's Brad. Super solid guy.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Awesome. He loves bourbon just like us. He sat here and hung out one night for so long that he had to get a ride home.
Yep.
But I'm super impressed with everything he's brought to us to try, and I'm excited to keep bringing more and more of their stuff in here.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't had a single one of their products that just wasn't fantastic construction.
Yeah.
And super value for the money.
Yeah. Well, and just for example, this pairing we're doing right now, if you're to get this whole pairing at regular price, you're looking at about $26. So without with the discount this week, $22 or $23.
Yeah.
You get this pairing. It's super solid pairing. Like I said, the cigar itself, a lot of people have had this already in the humidor here. Because we've had this for a couple months now, or at least a month and a half.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have smoked it. A lot of people haven't yet. And I'm going to say right now, if you haven't, you got to try this cigar.
You need to.
And the thing is, it's a medium to full. But I would say even someone that smokes medium cigars could handle the cigar fine.
Absolutely.
It's not going to be a nicotine hit to you at all. Mm-mm. I'm not really sure why it's above medium. I know once we get down to that final third, it probably will feel more like it. But really, most of the cigar, it's going to be a solid medium. So what were your impressions about our big event on Saturday? So before you start that, if you weren't here, Saturday we had Mickey Peg from All Saints Cigar here all day. Fantastic event with him. Such a solid guy. Really, really loved getting to know him and welcome him into the family. Mm-hmm. And then also we had Fingers Malloy and Tony Katz from Eat, Drink, Smoke podcast out here doing a podcast. So what was your overall impression of the day?
I was really happy with the way it turned out. I was super grateful to Mickey Peg just to sit around and talk with him and him. I mean, I just loved hearing his stories. I don't think I learned a crazy amount about the industry. Not that that's a bash. I just learned about him. And it was like, he's such a captivating guy to listen to. And it's so easy to promote and sell and believe in a brand when a guy like that's behind it.
Exactly, yeah.
He's just an absolutely stellar person and just is really on a mission to put out the best product that he possibly can.
He is, and if you don't know who Mickey is, Mickey's been in the industry for a couple of decades, maybe approaching 3 decades now.
He said he got his start in 89.
89, okay. So. And because he started out with Davidoff, and he's been a part of Avo as well. And now he's got his own brand.
He was part of CAO.
CAO, not Avo. CAO, my bad.
Yeah.
He worked with Corey Johnston, that actually is now the owner of all the blends around the nation, which Corey was in here on Saturday. He was giving us lots of props. He really loved the place, and I was real appreciative of him coming in and hanging out with us too. But they worked together for years. They've been buddies for years. And it was just a really, really fun time to get to know some people that you don't normally, get to rub shoulders with.
And I thought it was funny, too. We were talking about CAO, and I was talking to him about the Oshner family stuff, and he was like, oh, yeah, dude. John Huber and I used to, be desk buddies at CAO.
Yeah.
Which John Huber is the owner of Crown Heads. So, I don't know. It was just funny. The cigar world is so much smaller than it could ever be perceived.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows everybody, and that's why it is really important to treat everybody with respect. I mean, just because their product doesn't hit your palate right or isn't for you, that's really all it is. It's just not the thing for you.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, I was in the athletic equipment business for almost 30 years, and I always said the same thing there, It's a large enough business. There's not a lot of players, but it's a very inbred business where you have a lot of people that you've known for years that may have worked for 4 different companies. It's the same thing in the cigar world. You got people that bounce around. whether they're moving up or starting their own stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just one of those industries where people know each other, and most of them have worked together if they've been in the industry for very long at all.
Other thing is, I got to tell you, Mickey has his cigar pose down. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Every single picture he has, the way he puts it in his mouth, the All Saints band is clearly visible. And
Marketing, baby.
I am impressed. Like, I don't know how he's doing that. Because, like, you take a picture with a cigar, you put it in your mouth, whatever. Somebody's going to be staring at the ash. He's got it perfectly placed where you're looking at that All Saints band. And you know what? That All Saints band looks good.
It does. Simple, but looks good.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it doesn't say Gigars on it.
No, it does not. No, that was kind of a funny thing too. When and Mickey told me kind of how it all happened. So when they first put out their first boxes last year, which they released the regular St. Francis and the Dedication.
Yeah.
The first boxes of the Dedication came out, and everyone putting their eyes on it, checking everything out, and the boxes all, instead of saying cigars, it said Gigars.
In the
Gigars.
Yeah, in the logo.
In the logo. And it was just, it's funny because, I mean, honestly, unless you're looking for it, you can't tell because the type of font it is. But I got him to sign a box for us on one of those boxes.
One of the Gigars
mainly just
box.
for me.
Yeah.
But
I brought one home.
Did you?
Yeah. I should.
By the way, this ash is held on completely. I'm only knocking it off so I don't ash myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a great time. The Eat Drink Smoke boys they did a great job out here on the patio for us. During the probably 4-hour stretch when they were both here,
we were swamped.
The patio was completely full of people.
Patio was standing room only.
Yeah, inside every chair other than maybe a couple were full. People standing around in there too, and it was really awesome. And thank all of you that came out and supported us, because that was a big day for us, and it really made us feel good about the event for sure.
Yeah, I was really happy with all of the people who came out. All the, you never know when you're introducing a new crew of people. Like, we didn't know the type of people that would come for the Eat, Drink, Smoke podcast.
Right.
And we didn't know what their fan base was like.
And I will say a lot of them did come out mainly to see the crew.
Yeah.
But also to get a book, get it signed. They still came in and bought cigars.
They supported us super well.
They really did.
And and so many of them, like, I got stuck talking with them because, you've never met them before. You never seen them. They would have never come to our shop if it wasn't for that.
Yeah.
So it was a blast just meeting new people, hearing about people coming from Miss Sinawal to our shop for that thing, and then saying, oh, hey, this is cool.
Yeah.
How long you guys been around? Like, all that stuff, just people showing genuine interest in what we're doing here.
Yeah, and I'm also, thankful that, Tony and Fingers on their show, and Tony on his radio show has been, bringing up Final Third quite a bit to his listeners as well. And we've had people come in here for the last couple months saying, "Oh, I heard about you guys on Tony Katz's show this morning."
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. That really helps us to spread out a little bit further here in the Central Indiana region anyway. But no, it was a great time. I will say one thing: if you didn't get out here, and you're a Tony Katz fan and a Fingers fan, and you want one of those books, I've got a bunch of them here signed by them already that you can come and buy for $10. So you can stop by if you weren't able to make it to the event and still get a book.
Absolutely.
It's called Let's Go Bourbon.
Let's Go Bourbon.
And I will say it's one of those books. It's more of like a beginner's guide to bourbon. It tells you some basics about what bourbon is, why it's called bourbon, stuff like that. It's not going to give you a deep dive, but it's a good little learning thing. And it's also it's more of one of those things. If you're a fan of his or of the podcast, it's just a good little conversation starter.
Yeah, it's a great coffee table read, and it's another way you can help support them is by getting that book. So. Yeah.
I think I got like 40 of them, so come and get them.
Yeah, that's quite a few.
That was quite a few.
But hey,
But I was thankful for them coming out, and so I went ahead and just bought the rest of the case that they brought, and
yeah,
we did that for them. So
absolutely. And then Nick showed up from the pulpit.
yeah, that was fun. I kind of had a feeling he was going to make it because he didn't say he wasn't going to, and usually that means he's coming. But yeah, Nick Miller from the Cigar Pulpit came out and hung out for the whole day. Well, second half of the day at least. But then he also hung around later, and we recorded a podcast with him. And
Which actually drops today.
Today when we're recording this.
Today is Tuesday. This will drop on Friday. So
Yeah.
look for Tuesday's episode of the Cigar Pulpit if you just want to hear some Final Third shenanigans intermixed with all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, when we get with Nick, it's just usually just a shit show.
Well,
Pretty
I mean, the
much.
thing
It was
is
fun.
on the Pulpit podcast is, I think we gave better tasting notes than what they've had on there in a while. Even like I had smoked probably 7 cigars that day. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, actually not probably that many, but
What
probably
were we
5.
smoking on the show with him? Oh, it was the knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, it was
right.
funny. I was listening to it today, and I just kept telling him, "One for the boys." And he'd retrohale it and just choke.
Hey, he was a champ.
He was.
retrohaled
He
every
kept
time.
doing it, and I did not expect him to keep doing it.
Well,
That's why I kept at him about it.
And I can see why he chokes a little bit on it too, because when he retrohales, he blows all the smoke out his nose.
Not all of it.
Well, he did a couple of times. And I'm
Yeah,
like, oh, holy crap.
He did that last time because you were like, "Oh yeah, it's died down quite a bit. You'll be able to blow all the smoke
That is
out
true.
of your
That
nose."
is true. I did do
He
that
was like,
today.
"That's not died down." Like, of course it's not. This is the final third of a spicy cigar.
And I will say, in this cigar, we're in the second third now. It's definitely toned down to a solid medium.
Yeah.
The retrohale is not spicy at all right now. Are you getting any spice at all?
It is lightly there for me. It's like leather and more of a black pepper or a super light red pepper spice.
Yeah, I'm on the retrohale for me. I am getting the leather on the palate and the nose.
Yeah.
But I'm getting on the pepper. It's more of a baking spice kind of note as opposed to a pepper. It's not really lighting me up as a pepper would. Now, as it lingers in the
this is weird. I could almost see it as cumin.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of what I was thinking. But as it sits, in the nostrils a little bit, the black pepper does kind of linger a little bit, but not a lot. This, in my opinion, this is definitely one, at least to this point, that most cigar smokers, unless you're just a mild-only cigar smoker, you could probably smoke this. I mean, if you are a medium smoker and you only like medium and anything above medium can really hit you. I mean, as long as you're, drinking a soda or something with some sugar, you'd be fine.
Talking to a guy
Why am I coughing? Jesus.
who happens to review cigars for another thing.
Yeah? What was his name?
I don't want to say it on
Okay.
air because I made fun of him for it. He was telling me
To his face?
absolutely.
Well, good for you.
I just asked him if he needed to change his panties. But he was telling me that this 1936 knocked him on his butt. And
I mean, it could. I mean, it just depends on. I mean, honestly, even if you're a cigar reviewer, it's still one of those things that maybe he reviews only mild cigars,
could be.
and or he could have came here and haven't eaten for 24 hours and sat down, had a glass of bourbon, was feeling a little buzzed, and smoked a cigar. It could have hit him that way too. I don't know.
Been. And I just was
You're
like,
so mean. You're so mean.
we were joking around.
Doesn't
shooting
sound like
the
a
crap.
joke. Poor guy probably wanted to go home and.
He was the guy that was with the other Mickey that day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I knew who you were talking about. I
Okay.
knew who you were talking about before you said that.
Okay.
But yeah,
Mickey, you know the joke.
yeah.
If you listen to this.
Yeah, we
You
had
actually sounded
twin
like you
Mickeys
do.
that day.
Yeah, double Mickeys.
They're both like 6'5".
Yeah. Why is every Mickey giant?
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine.
You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey,
Hey,
Mickey.
Mickey.
Hey, hey. Hey, Mickey.
Oh,
We should do poetic reading.
we should do. Have you ever heard those William Shatner readings?
No.
Oh my God, they're hilarious. He'll like Rocket Man. He does Rocket Man.
Oh.
And he just spoken word Rocket Man, spoken word Bohemian Rhapsody. It's absolutely hilarious. And every time we go to the Top Shooters, Gator is blowing up their jukebox with that.
Spoken word?
Spoken word William Shatner every time.
My
Shuts the
gosh.
bar down.
Okay. Set the mood.
All right, let's hear it.
1930s. We're in a jazz listening room. I'm on the radio. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You are so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
That's enough.
That's enough.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you have to look up William Shatner's spoken word.
I will.
It's absolutely hilarious.
And that's it for today's segment of
And now we're going to get
Smooth
flagged
Readings.
for Hey Mickey. You're going to get us flagged for
I'm not going to get flagged
Mickey.
for that. You got to sing it to do that.
That's true. Or actually play the song. You could probably say it out. You could probably sing it yourself as long as you're not playing the music.
As long as you're not that close, but you never know. They're getting smarter and smarter.
I mean, you are a musician.
I still can't be that close.
That's true. Because you have to do the Hey Mickey. Hey Mickey.
Is that on your playlist, Rob? Your
Dude, I was growing up at that time. I remember all that.
I know. Next segment, if we remember, you'll have to do a smooth reading of. Oh gosh, what's that one song?
No,
that
I got a
just has
better
all the
idea.
innuendos.
I got a better idea. How about we throw it out to these guys and you guys tell us what song we should do a spoken word to.
And here's the deal: we have the right to reject it because we're not going to be doing rap songs.
Do it in the butt.
You keep
Is that the one you
thinking
wanna
about
do?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking about songs.
Oh no, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
That's just wrong.
It is just
I mean,
wrong.
if someone
Here's
were
the
to put
deal.
that one out, we would just reject
I know
you.
somebody would be like, that would be funny. These guys said they would.
I hope we wouldn't get that crowd.
You never know.
Let's-
I don't
let's hope
trust
not.
you guys.
Yeah.
Except for you, Dan. Love you, buddy. Have fun on that
Yeah,
pick.
Scott Johnston. We don't know about that guy though. I mean, he could just throw out all kinds of crap for us
Yeah.
because we know all his hip hop days.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was listening to School of Rock back before that was cool.
Retro's kicking up a bit already, and I'm still in the second third. The black pepper's definitely picking up some.
Black Pep. Oh, my gosh. That whiskey just keeps getting sweeter.
It does. And
Yeah, it is.
Might
it
I
is.
say it's getting a little bit more buttery.
It is. Which is intensifying the idea of carrot cake for me.
Yep.
Huh.
I'm definitely feeling the carrot cake on this one.
Yeah. Well, if we would have pre-screened this one, we would have said,
Well, I just
did.
got the bottles like 5 hours ago, so
That is true.
I will say the delivery driver for Indiana Small Batch, she is on it, man. I'll tell you, she is always here like right after we open on Tuesday. Every time I order something, it's here. Like I just ordered this stuff yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, something like that.
That's awesome.
She was here right in the opening. So she's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you, Indiana Small Batch. It definitely pays to work with small distributors.
Yes.
Maybe not.
And all
if
you
work for
big
them.
distilleries that listen to this, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't you? We're pretty much a big deal.
we are
Cigar
pretty much.
influencers.
Something. But I would love to see more of these bigger distilleries go with some of these smaller distributors that actually treat them
Yeah.
the way they should be treated, and not make them
Absolutely.
go out and promote their own brands. I mean, why do you pay a distributor to do their job when you have to go out and do your job anyway? Stupid as hell.
The only reason you do that is because it's legally mandated that alcohol has to go from distillery to distributor.
But dude,
to
I'm working with 8 different distributors now. And there's at least another 8 I could probably
I'm not
work
saying
with.
it's great. The 3-tier system is broken.
It is.
Down with the 3-tier system. Let anarchy reign in the land of alcohol.
That sounds like a song waiting to happen right there.
Yes. You imagine
You need to write
just doing
the
a
music
full
behind that.
album on the spirits industry. Just do it in the style of Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Yeah, but it's a Peter, Paul, and Mary song that's covered by Disturbed.
No.
Yes. It's got to be a little bit more pumping to it. Come on, man. Get that bass going. Get those blood vessels in your forehead starting to pop.
I'm not really into butt rock, so
Whatever.
I'm not.
Come on.
You like it.
I do like it.
Yeah. That's all they sound like.
Sound of Silence by Disturbed is still the best song. That's the way the song should have been sang when it was written. Yes.
No.
It wasn't a happy hippie song.
It was never a happy hippie song.
But the way they sung it sounded happy hippie. Just saying.
Because you were tripping on acid when
No,
you
they
listened
were
to it.
tripping acid when
They
they
probably
made
were.
it.
Yeah, I'll give that one to you. But hey,
Never tripped acid. Do you trip acid?
no,
Are you sure?
dead serious.
You didn't do that during seminary? Did you
Definitely
drop some
did not
acid while
do
you were in
it then.
seminary? No? Okay.
I've never even smoked weed, Rob. Or taken anything with THC.
I have done that part,
Yeah.
but I've not smoked weed. Honestly, I can't inhale anything, so it wouldn't really. All I do is die
never
from
even
coughing.
vaped?
No, God, no.
I
would never vape, period.
yeah.
Only weirdos. No, I'm just kidding.
in one of the more unhealthy Isaiah seasons, he vaped. You know.
Okay. Trying to be cool, walking in Memphis, walking on the streets of Beale.
Oh my gosh. No, it was not trying to be cool. It was like, oh, nicotine helps me study quite a bit. Let's get it quick.
Oh,
Let's go.
nice.
And then you end up being like, why am I choking on my lungs every day? Oh, it's because I'm putting
Chemicals and metal and all kinds of good shit in your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm putting vegetable glycerin in them mixed with whatever else this non-FDA regulated bathtub juice is.
Must be fine. I mean, it's fine.
But it tastes like menthol and blueberries.
I mean, when you put Skittles on the package, it's got to be okay.
Gotta
Come on.
be okay.
Come on.
You know what I did? Switch to gas station Cohibas. That's a joke. I just quit. I was not addicted, but I was definitely vaping at one point.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. I had a vape rig too, dude. Cloud Chucker.
Cloud Chucker, that's a brand, I'm assuming?
No. It's a type of like there are vape rigs like to vape. Like you get all your little ones, put out
Kind of like a bong.
what?
Kind of like all the different bongs they do for, smoking pot and doing all the
It
drugs.
could be.
So that's what you're doing.
Have you seen the cloud chucking competition?
Obviously, no. And I don't think I really need to.
It is literally guys blowing their excess vape juice out like dragons. But now, whenever one of my friends is
They
vaping,
let it on fire as they blow it out. Know what you're talking about? No?
no, it's
That's
literally
not as
like
cool.
just a whole bunch of white cloud coming out of their mouth. Now, what I do with my friends who like legit vape and are addicted, I'll be like, "Yo, let me take a hit off of that." I'll just take it and blow into it, so it just shoots everything. You're burning my coils. Like, quit doing this. It's bad for you.
Yes,
You wonder
it
why
is.
you're sick every week.
Then you throw it on the ground.
No, I can't do that. They got like $200 vape rigs.
It's like any hobby. You can take it to an extreme.
Oh yeah.
That's one thing I've noticed, though, and maybe it's just the ones I've seen around here. A lot of the vaping shops kind of got killed during COVID.
Yeah. I think people.
And I would think I would have picked up because, I mean, cigars picked up. Liquor really picked up, too. I'm surprised that vaping got shut down. Or I don't know if it got shut down or what happened, but, man, it seemed like a lot of those little shops just died where the cigar shops and the liquor stores and the bars all just kind of flourished.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember. Were they essential businesses?
Well, if you were a bar that served food, you were essential.
Yeah.
Cigar shops weren't, but really the only county in Indiana that really stuck to that was Marion County.
Yeah.
But you could still buy them and have them delivered out to the curb.
Yes.
But like when we were in Johnson County and here in Madison County, no, we just stayed open just like normal. They didn't even have really regulations on being so far apart from each other. Maybe they did. They just didn't police it. I don't know. But it didn't seem like it was really that much.
They definitely did.
I mean, we were definitely 6 feet apart.
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Blowing smoke into each
Exactly.
other's mouths.
Cigars kill COVID.
Yeah.
That's why COVID doesn't exist anymore, because more people smoke cigars and drink bourbon. Bourbon kills it too.
You know what? For the brand, I will say yes.
So I did get COVID early on.
Yeah? Did you smoke and drink all the way through it?
No, but after I got done with it, I had no taste or smell.
Yeah.
And the way I got my taste and smell back was I was drinking the highest proof liquor I could find and the strongest cigars. And they came back like that. So,
Well,
science.
I never lost my sense of taste. I had COVID 3 times.
Overachiever.
I know. That's what happens when you just work in the people business.
Yeah.
I had COVID 3 times. First time was terrible. Second time, I lost my sense of smell, and it was like a mild cold. I'm not even sure we can talk about COVID on YouTube without getting flagged.
What is COVID? It doesn't exist, does it?
Well, now we're worried about monkeypox, probably. So I guess I don't care.
Whatever.
The second time, I did lost my sense of smell, and that was so sad. But it came back. Literally, I was over at a missionary's house, and he was like, "What do you need?" And the other guy sold me out, and he was like, "Hey, he doesn't have a sense of smell from COVID." Dude prayed over me, and immediately got my sense of smell back, and I was like, "Oh, crazy."
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah. So,
Well, there you go.
Pastor Isaiah, back at it again. It's okay. I came from church tonight, so what are you
There
gonna do?
That's right.
That is how I got my sense of smell back, though. I
That is
couldn't
pretty
smell
wild.
anything for weeks. Literally burnt stuff on the stove trying to smell it and couldn't do it. But yeah, crazy. Crazy.
It is crazy. But I am so glad that we're not dealing with that much anymore.
Yeah, modern COVID, you don't even lose your sense of smell.
Isn't that funny? Modern COVID.
Yeah. Well,
Back in the old days, when
they
COVID
did
was real.
So I saw a couple things, and if you're still COVID conscious, I'm sorry, this is not the show for you. I did see a couple things. The COVID pandemic was finally declared as over. I think it was like last week or the week before.
Yeah, Joe Biden said so it's got to be true.
Yeah, Joe Biden said so.
Thanks, Joe Biden.
You know what he also said to describe America?
Yeah, that was what he said.
Yeah, that is what he said, actually.
Wasn't quite that clear, though, but close.
Yeah. I love reading the transcriptions.
Oh, my
of that
gosh.
one. But
Imagine the poor guy that has to type those in when he's talking. Like, what's he supposed to be saying here?
yeah, the worst part about it is he definitely has a script. He just doesn't know to read it sometimes, I guess.
Maybe he can't read. Who knows?
I'm not sure of that either. But the other thing I did see was the CDC put out a statement regarding the efficacy of masks and basically said that this is no good. A lot of the masks that people wore during the COVID era were not well-made masks, and people are coming in with lung problems because they were breathing in fiberglass particles.
Well, they were saying that those
a year and a
blue
half.
ones that are like the medical grade ones were the ones that are causing a lot of people most of the problems.
Yep.
And that was one, Jumpin' Joe told everyone to wear 3. Wear 3 of them.
3 of them? Is that for real?
Well, he did say double up your mask.
Double
Start
them
with
up.
double, and I'm pretty sure he probably thought 3 would even do better.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get enough masks on there, you can't breathe. I mean, sure, that'll kill COVID when you die. So why not, right? Oh, well. COVID.
I loved
We're glad you're gone.
I loved Cabela's. I worked at Cabela's for a lot of COVID, which was a hellscape in itself. Ammo shortages, the whole 9. I was there. The nice thing was, I worked there.
Cats
so-
sleeping with dogs. Anarchy.
Anarchy. So the nice thing was, I was able to get whatever ammunition I wanted to, and there was nothing to do on the weekend, so I just duck hunted and deer hunted. So that was a blast.
So what he's saying is, those of you that are out there hunting whiskeys that can't get it because the local liquor store only gives it to their buddies, he was the buddy getting all the ammo for himself.
I was the buddy hooking up people at the church. And
Arm them, baby. Arm them up.
hey man, I was brand new to that place. I wasn't even on full time. You get the guys a couple packs of 9mm, maybe a pack of 380, a whole case of trapping skeet shells for a
Couple packs of
12 gauge.
Marlboros in there.
Marlboro Reds, they begin to like you quite a bit.
Yeah.
But where's it going with that? Oh,
No
yeah.
idea.
Cabela's masks. They gave us Cabela's branded masks that were just the Under Armour material.
Nice.
And I was like, God bless you
No
guys.
doubt.
I can breathe through this.
Well, I had one because I had a beard like this during COVID too. I had one that was basically just like that material, but it just hung down. It came down here like a V down to my middle of my chest.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to wear that to the doctor, and he didn't really like that too much. He said, nope, that one won't work. I'm like, and that one does?
And you never went to the doctor again.
Well, fun fact, I did cancel a doctor's appointment today, and mainly because I had to wear a mask in the office, and they said it on the thing, and I called them today and said, can I postpone my appointment? Because they're still requiring wearing masks to come to the doctor appointment. Check out.
I will say, I did cancel an appointment recently with my vet because they
Katie couldn't wear a mask
they wanted me to wear a mask, and I was like,
for my dog.
my dog is getting checked up on, and I've got to wear a mask. And I just got to think about it, and I was like, this is too much of a hassle. This is a regular checkup. He's good on all of his shots. He has no issues. Why am I even going to the vet? They just want my money, and I'm
Yeah.
going to have to put on a mask. This is a terrible trade-off.
Okay, back to the cigar.
Yeah.
My cigar is getting kind of a chocolatey cocoa kind of note on the tongue.
It's more cocoa than it is like just straight
Yeah,
chocolate.
cocoa,
Like it
yeah.
reminds me a lot of hot chocolate.
It does right now.
And I'm getting kind of that sea salty thing in there too. That briny thing that some scotches do.
And the whiskey just keeps getting sweeter. I mean, honestly, you could probably just guzzle the bottle at this point. It doesn't even taste like there's any heat at all in the whiskey. And
The whiskey is staying kind of true. It's now it's like I'm drinking hot chocolate while eating my carrot cake.
yeah. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
Let's go backwards here.
The retrohale on the cigar is doubling down on those leathery notes. There's almost a cedar-like quality in there, and the spice level has stayed kind of tame there for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that going from the sip to the smoke, if you take a quick drink of the whiskey without having the cigar on your palate, you get that little bit of heat again on it. But then the cigar itself is just all those kind of baking spice notes you get in carrot cake.
Yeah.
Going that direction, you don't get the buttercream icing as much, but you definitely get that kind of pastry, kind of cake kind of note there, and it's pretty delicious.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Could be because I'm hungry and I want carrot cake too. Could be part of it.
I mean, you guys are watching two men of size.
Yes.
Smoke and drink.
Yeah.
What's that about?
So I wonder if we should get an OnlyFans page and just sit back, smoke and drink, and charge like $29.99 a minute.
A minute.
Okay, 5 minutes.
No, you don't know how OnlyFans works. You charge people.
Explain OnlyFans to us, Isaiah.
Charge people a monthly rate, and they get access to your content.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that how you do that?
I have never been on OnlyFans.
Oh, really? Because you know how to use it. You seem to be fairly knowledgeable about OnlyFans.
You have to live under a rock to not know how OnlyFans works.
I don't. I know people that are on OnlyFans, but I would never go out and look at them.
Who do you know? Like people who you have a personal relationship with?
I know them, and they know me. A couple of the cigar influencers out there have their OnlyFans pages.
Of course.
Yeah.
They're not really cigar influencers. They're just titty influencers.
They are.
With wacky teeth.
One of them does. Do not mention her name.
I don't remember her name. I just remember
Her name's Melanie.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's her Instagram handle?
Just don't mention her, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What's her Instagram handle?
Let's go, kid.
What was it?
Nothing. Scott Johnson's out there searching now.
Scott, don't fall into the temptation.
Don't do it.
Oh my gosh. Your wife will beat you up. She'll be pissed.
Jolene.
Now you're going to get us copyright struck.
Because I sounded exactly like it, right?
Exactly. Dead nuts like Dolly Parton.
Exactly.
Did you even know that she was the one who sang that song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I was a kid when Dolly Parton was famous.
I'm just making sure.
Oh, yeah. You know, there's not too many women in the world that had to get a breast reduction surgery just to make them not look like blimps.
You paid quite a bit of attention to Dolly.
I've known Dolly. Well, yeah, she was all over the place back when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was more of a Farrah Fawcett guy, though, myself. Oh, yeah. I had in my bedroom at home, I had the Farrah Fawcett poster with her in a bikini.
Oh, yeah?
Or not, I guess it was a bikini. It was a one piece. And she's standing sideways. Well, there's a second poster that she did that was exactly the same, but she was buck-ass naked.
Yeah?
I had that one underneath it.
Oh.
So I put one up over the other one whenever I was in my room by myself, shut the door, and you could flip out back up there and just check out Farrah Fawcett all in her bare nakedness.
That is rough, Rob.
Yeah. Farrah
was your girl.
Well, Farrah was my dad's girl, but you know what? When my dad had all those posters, I could definitely check them out too. So.
Oh, okay.
Not that he was like, "Hey, come and look at this kid," but you know,
kept them in your room for.
Oh, I did science. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Tatas.
That's rough, bud.
No, actually, my biggest crush growing up was Olivia Newton-John.
Okay.
I loved Olivia Newton-John. Yeah. Yeah. Who was your crush growing up? I mean, it was like 2 years ago, but...
Heck, I don't know.
Come on, it's not been that long ago.
No, I got to think about that. Who would my... Woman crush be? I don't know. I wasn't raised like that, Rob. I didn't have naked posters in my bedroom.
Who was the guy that you looked up to that you really
Oh my
loved?
gosh. I'm turning around. Disgusting.
Man, I can't believe that. I thought you liked women.
I do like women.
Oh, my bad. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, lean into it, buddy. It's okay.
I can't think of who my
okay.
like, star woman crush would be.
Was it Matthew McConaughey? Is that your guy?
No, Matthew. I mean, Matthew could be my guy, but like, he was not my guy.
He was not. You're more of a Johnny Depp fan.
Nah, Johnny looks drunk all the time. He probably
is drunk
yeah.
all the time. Come on.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he still sits with a cuff on his ankle.
Oh, he doesn't. He got off
Not
on
anymore.
that one.
Well, that's true.
Did you follow the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial at all?
No, I actually have a life.
I didn't follow it. I just watched some recap videos, and it's funny.
Oh my gosh.
Did she?
I can't imagine.
I was just intrigued to see that in today's world, people sided with Johnny.
Most people sided with Johnny.
Yeah.
That's what was so crazy.
I guess she straight up pooped on his bed one time. Like, that's
Was he wanting it? I mean,
no,
because that happened to a football player, and he was like into that. Except for it wasn't on the bed; it was on his chest. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure was that.
Did he have pink eye?
No. That was Odell Beckham Jr. I think.
How do you know this?
It was on the sports channels. That's what men watch, sports channels.
So this became public information?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Well,
why can't
because he got caught doing it, I guess. I don't know.
Hey man, if that's like your thing, just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, but you know what? When you're a famous football player and girls looking for 15 minutes of fame and maybe some cash, it can come out. They can come out.
So rough. That's so sad.
That's
Poor
not
guy.
just sad. That's a fetish I
That's
could
just
never
nasty.
understand.
Get the baby wipes out. What's going on here?
Baby wipes. Oh my God. Get the hose out.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. We got a train coming.
Uh-oh. Better get into the pulpit portion.
Oh shit, we've got the pulpit portion. You want to wait till after the train goes through to get that?
Yeah.
So we'll just keep talking until the train hits, and then we'll just like stare into the camera while the train's going by, because you won't be able to hear us after that.
You probably would, just not that well.
We'll have to try it. Let's keep working through it while
Okay.
the train's going by and see if these microphones actually cancel it out the way they should. Actually, I got in my cart a third microphone to buy,
Okay.
so we can start including some guests on the show.
Are you getting a new stand and cord too?
What I'm thinking about getting instead of the boom stands like this is get an actual desk stand
Yeah,
to
like-
put one in the middle.
Cool.
I've already got it in my cart. But Lisa thinks we need to get 2 more, but I'm thinking 4 people's too many.
We can do 4.
But if we did 4, then it'd be more of a recording as opposed to a video. If we did a video, we'd have to put the video back pretty far, which
Yeah.
is fine. We can do that. I've got a new tripod stand for the phone coming too that we can
Yeah.
spread it out a little bit
So
further.
that being said, sounds like we're going to have some guests on. Let
Yeah.
us know who you'd like to see. And honestly, if you're one of our regulars who watches this,
Yeah.
let us know if you want on.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that would be fun because
Scott Johnston, we want you. Dan Hart, we want you.
Will Breeden, love to have him on here.
Absolutely.
Love to get some other guys on here that are in the club that are into whiskey and cigars that can
Yeah.
sit here and talk about what we're
we
doing.
can
And
totally do some, every once in a while, meet a regular episode.
I would love to do that. Yeah. Because I'd like to expand this to being more than just us sitting here BSing. It'd be fun to actually have it be something where we can actually share more content about what's going on, what's coming up, all that kind of stuff too, which we do, but it's kind of random.
Yeah.
Just like right now, well, by the time this is out, it'll be too late, but we have a blood drive this Thursday. So when you're listening to this, the blood drive was yesterday. and I hope you came out because otherwise there's a lot of people that are going to die without your blood. No pressure.
You know, I was thinking the other day, I wonder how much those blood trucks make. Like,
well, and that's the thing.
no way, because like if I'm giving my blood for free, I feel like they should be selling it to the hospital.
They should be.
They've got to be. Somebody's funding
Something's
them.
got to be doing. Yeah, because they're getting paid as nurses.
Yeah.
So it's probably all coming out of our health care that we pay into.
Oh, I don't pay into that.
Well, I don't either, but it's because I don't have insurance. It's not because I don't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh, great news.
Oh!
Hockey season started tonight, baby.
Are you watching tonight?
I'll probably have something on. Tomorrow night I'll be watching because the Avs play tomorrow night.
Go Avs!
Go Avs. Game 1. Let's see if we can go Stanley Cup 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
And here comes the train. And this one's moving really slow, so it could be like a 20-minute episode.
Could be. Yeah, we're already at an hour and 11 minutes. So says my recording. It's probably a minute or two off from when we actually started.
Well, and this cigar is really burning slow. I mean, you're
Yeah.
down a little further than I am, so you're going to have to slow down a little
I'm not
bit more.
further than you
No,
are.
I guess we're right on each other. Look at that.
And I lit
It
before
was just
you
your
did.
fat fingers. I thought maybe you were further down. That looks like a Lancero in your hand, buddy.
Is this a Lancero?
Oh, gosh.
This is Lancero, brought to you by La Galera. So,
Although what it might happen
you're
is
tuning
he might
in-
actually be on the show he might actually come on the show more now
could
for a
be.
while.
So, we just recorded the section of this that we do for the pulpit, the Cigar Pulpit podcast. It comes out on Fridays. It's a shortened segment of this, and we're just throwing some shots. So,
Yeah.
you know, I think Nick, fakes being butthurt, but Jeff really is.
I think so. I love them both. They're both great guys. But, you know, it's fun to throw things back at them every once in a while.
We're going to keep throwing shots at them on that show until Nick pre-screens them, because he keeps, dropping in our segment and then being like, well, thanks, guys. It's the funniest thing. Last week I threw a shot at Nick choking on the retro hill of Connecticut, which he has done.
He did, yeah. But then he didn't listen to the show until he was on his way over
and he
here.
literally said, "Well, thanks, guys." Another great episode from the guys at Final Third, which is so funny. So, yeah, go support those guys if you don't listen to them. If you need another podcast for your ride, check them out.
Yeah. They're good guys. It's just a bunch
honestly,
of fun stuff.
It really is. We were on Tuesdays, so if you want to start on one, start on last Tuesday's one.
Yeah,
That
Tuesday,
would be-
October the 11th.
Yep, Tuesday, October the 11th. That would be the date. Hear some familiar voices and kind of get a feel for it. It's just it's a lot of banter.
Yeah.
A little bit of cigar talk. It's just a great filler podcast. I don't know. Get to know people a little bit, but also just goofing around.
Yeah, I think we
Hopefully make you laugh.
I think we threw Nick off a little bit this week because, we just kept coming at it the whole time.
He was. It was so funny when he would quit the audio podcast and to change his buttons. I was cracking up every time I said, "And we're back."
Because you'd never know other than him saying that.
Yeah, you would never know other than me doing that. So I hope someone else got a kick out of it. I was listening to it today and cracking up. I was like, man, I was on it.
I just keep waiting to hear some of the parishioners or somebody come out there and saying, why do you guys have those guys on there?
Hey, here's the deal. We're the best guest they've had in a while. So
Nice.
what can I say? Except you're welcome.
I will say one thing. Isaiah is a very humble man.
Extremely.
Very humble. Ask him. He'll tell you.
Cigar influencer extraordinaire. Crown Heads, please sponsor me.
Whiskey Steward. Oh, I'm sorry, bourbon steward.
Bourbon steward,
Bourbon
not
steward.
whiskey steward.
Yeah.
Sadly,
Yeah,
I don't
bourbon
know where to
steward.
get that certification.
I'm
I
sure it's
do.
online somewhere.
I'm sure it is.
You know, one of those fake certificates you can get online, like my
Mine's,
minister's ordination I've got.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, it could be, could not be. You never know. One thing I do want to do is I want to do the tobacconist certification. Mm-hmm. I heard about that, and you're a member of the PCA.
Yeah, I mean, I read through some of it. In all honesty, it's really just kind of getting certified for things we kind of already know. It does go into more depth. I do have a book coming that I'm going to read that I want you to read.
It, or since
yeah.
you're part of the PCA, do they not give it to you?
It's not a PCA thing.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, I think they were promoting it, but
okay.
there is a tobacconist university that you can get a degree in.
Okay.
But
So my bourbon steward certification was through Moonshine University, which is a branch of
bunch of drunk
University
hicks from
of
Tennessee.
Louisville, actually.
Oh, Kentucky,
So,
nice.
Yeah, Kentucky. Yay! But oh yeah, I
That's
don't know.
cool.
Let me know how much that costs. I pay for it. Kind of want to do it just to.
Well, like I said, there's a book I've got coming that from everyone I've heard that have read it or has it now, that are reading it now, it's probably the most conducive. What word am I looking for?
all inclusive.
All inclusive, yeah, I guess,
knowledge.
something like that. But it's just got
It's
so
the
much information about
encyclopedia.
tobacco and the regions of the tobacco and everything about it. So I'm excited to get that in here to check it out and see what it's all about and see what we can learn from it. And it could be one of those good things where we can use that as a training tool for people as we hire more people coming in here too.
Yeah. Totally.
I'm definitely well into the final third now.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, and it's definitely getting to be more full bodied. Definitely more of the darker pepper notes.
That cocoa note's still there.
It is.
And the spice
Surprisingly.
up on the retro ale.
It is. Now the whiskey itself is just as smooth as it ever
Keeps getting
was.
Sweeter, man. I'm so impressed by the mouthfeel and the finish on this 100 proof whiskey. Like,
Me too.
They are doing it right because it still has that wonderful oily mouthfeel.
It really does.
And it just really complements this smoke.
It's like butter and
Stop.
it is buttery,
The people who listen to this will probably know what you're talking
maybe,
about.
but it is buttery.
It is very buttery.
More of like a buttercream though.
Yeah.
Still sitting there with that buttercream. I'm really surprised that it stayed that long.
Yeah. The flavors in the whiskey haven't changed a whole lot.
They
for me
really haven't
throughout
at all.
this. It just feels like as the smoke intensifies, that gets sweeter to me.
Yeah.
This cigar has picked up some of those Scotch-like salty qualities. To
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Like that slight brininess, that ocean thing.
Almost that Jefferson's Ocean kind of brininess you get in some of the releases
like
they
really
had.
mild, but delicious.
Well, and then just on the lips, kind of lick your lips. There's a lot of that buttercream kind of still hanging there.
I can see that.
It's actually
And-
with the mouthfeel of this and the thickness and the viscosity of this, it definitely has that kind of almost like you have butter kind of on your lips.
Kind of does.
It kind of has a
Yeah.
little bit of that going, which I like.
Are your lips drying out because it's so cold outside? Just get you some old 55 distillery bourbon, bottled in bond.
Just rub it all over your
Rub
body.
it all.
Just rub it all over. Just rub it all over.
Shower yourself.
Hopefully your significant other likes bourbon and you just have a good old time.
Dude, if Duke Cannon, which are the people who make the Buffalo Trace soap, if they made an old 55 sweet corn soap, I would buy that.
So
Now, I would smell like an Indiana boy through and through,
now
but I would be happy.
You don't have facial hair because
No.
you're still going through puberty
Yeah,
and all
'cause
that stuff.
I'm 13.
Yeah,
so.
but I'm actually working with
Just
a
turned
local
13
girl.
last week.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank
That's
you.
nice. But I'm working with a local lady that has her own business. She does like soaps and stuff, but she also does beard oil and beard balm and all that stuff. And I've been using it for a week now and absolutely love what she's making. So we're gonna have that in here coming up soon.
What's your
I'm
scent?
gonna work with her on a scent. It's probably, and honestly, I'm kind of hoping I can get it to make it like a cigars and bourbon kind of thing, where it's like the tobacco-y notes with a little bit of the oakiness and stuff like that. I think it'll be a really nice scent. But we'll definitely have that in here coming up hopefully the next few weeks.
Yeah, when that comes in, I'm going to rub it on my face prophetic.
Rub it on your ball hair.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Who?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where's Lisa?
You manscape. You manscape, don't you?
I need Lisa because I need to fill out a form with HR.
Do you think
talking about my balls over
Do you
here.
think Lisa actually listens to our show? I don't think so.
I don't know why she listens to the pulpit.
She listens to the pulpit. I know she does.
She's listening to it right now.
Is she right now?
Yes.
That's
I
funny.
walked in and I made a joke.
Well, she hit me earlier because of something I said on the pulpit podcast.
She
but
doesn't know.
that was early on too.
Yeah. I think that was really the and in the after show was the only places that you could get in trouble. But as your PR manager, I kept you clean, you know.
I never put it all out there. I mean, you have to know a couple things to figure out what I'm talking about. Usually,
Yes, I know. It's still not fully kind of you.
You want to talk about Barrel Vantage again?
Stop.
I'm just saying, it's good bourbon.
It's great bourbon.
It's good bourbon. I don't know why you don't want to talk about good bourbon. I thought you were a bourbon steward.
I am a certified bourbon steward.
Certifiable bourbon steward.
Burden steward.
Burden. You're a burden.
Oh my God.
Gosh. All right.
Jeebus Creebus. So do we need to talk about our Christmas ideas for the shop?
Go for it. It's your ideas, not mine.
Well, I need some people to back me on this. We need to do a shop Christmas card where Rob Santa Claus.
By people, we don't mean Dan, because Dan already bought the last shirt.
I do mean Dan. I fully mean Dan.
I know you do. That's why I said that.
Yeah, Dan needs to back me on this. So if you're Dan Hart, turn your ears on. We need to do a shop Christmas card we can throw in with people's cigars that they're buying. That's Rob dressed as Santa Claus, Lisa is Mrs. Claus, Tam is one of the elves, and I'm sitting on Rob's lap asking for a box of cigars. We'll probably have to shoot it at like Cabela's.
Well, we have to shoot it at Cabela's. I mean, come on.
Where else could we do it?
Did you work at the one at Hamilton Town Center?
Yeah,
Do you still know the people that work there?
absolutely.
Then you got us covered. I want
Yeah.
to you know up on top where all the animals are, like above everything?
Absolutely.
I want up there.
We can't get up there.
Oh, we're getting up there. I want to sit on that
Have
big
you ever-
freaking elk.
Have you ever paid attention to those things?
Yes.
You know how dusty they are?
Oh,
on
they're
top?
nasty.
Like-
They're nasty.
There's
But we could be up there helping them clean it. Just by sitting on the elk.
Rob, I worked there for almost a year.
We never cleaned it, did they?
Never cleaned it. There was I think it's either a deer or an elk in the hunting section that's just lightly, I mean, it's up there on top of one of the one of the shelves, and we would occasionally take a Swiffer duster to it.
Will they let me carry a rifle up there with me?
Yeah.
Yo,
That's serious.
We're done. We're doing
Bring it
it.
in. Make sure you get it checked at the front. They'll throw a trigger lock on.
No, I want one of their badass rifles from the back counter to hold up there.
I know the guy who manages the gun counter.
All right.
Yeah,
We're doing
we
it.
can make this
We're
happen.
doing it. If any of you guys have a Santa Claus outfit that you could loan me, that'd be great too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I've already got this part going, so we're good there.
Yeah. I think we need to make it even more white than that, though.
Yeah, but with pictures, it looks way whiter than it really is.
I think you're just not willing to come to the reality that you're.
Oh, it's
old.
white.
It's white.
Yeah, but there's not a white hair on my head. It's all in the beard.
Well, that's why you're wearing the hat. Yeah, it is all in the beard.
It's all in the beard. I don't have a single white hair on my head.
I have white hairs in my head.
So does Lisa. Oh, she has all the white hairs in her head.
Yeah, yeah.
But she's had white hair in her head since we were getting married in her early 20s.
Yeah.
So
So that's one of the ideas, the shop Christmas card. The other idea would be a ugly Christmas sweater that's Final Third themed.
beautiful Christmas sweater.
Yes, but in the style of your traditional ugly Christmas sweater. The other one that Nick from the pulpit brought up was wrapping paper with Rob's face and a Santa hat on it. So we could do wrapping service for people who are buying gifts for others at Christmas time. You know how good that would look under your tree?
Something like that.
So listen to this, Jamie Hart. You're buying Dan a box of street tacos carnitas because God bless, they'll probably never come in, but if they do, it'll be December by the time they actually do. And then you have it wrapped, humidified in a box with Rob Boylan's Final Third Cigar wrapping paper. You know how good of a look that would be?
Yeah.
Magnificent.
Whatever.
I just need some people to back me on this. Scott Johnston, you too. You let them know. Let them know what the people want.
What the people
This
want.
is for the people.
This is for the people. Oh, dear Lord. Well, I'm done. I'm done with that cigar. It's getting a little charred on me right now.
Yeah. On that note, we can wrap it up.
Yeah. Like I said, the final third definitely picks up in strength. It, I mean, all the same notes we had before, but just really more of a darker, leathery, black pepper, earthy towards the end. The whiskey stayed true to exactly where it was.
Yeah.
Sweet, smooth, buttery cream. Just beautiful.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Couple things for you guys in the comment section if you actually watch this, which I'm surprised people actually do. First of all, thank you.
Yeah. We joke about that, but honestly, this would be something fun if we can continue to do this to promote more of what's going on here, but also just more to engage you guys and have something fun to do.
Absolutely. So in the comment section, if you think about it, throw a pairing you'd like to see, like a legit pairing that you think could be good. We'd love to try it and see how it goes. Obviously, you got to be stuff from the shop.
Yeah.
Another thing is we need a song that you want a poetic reading to. Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing terrible, but just give us something good.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche. Scaramouche. Will you do the fandango?
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Thunderbolts of lightning.
I've been
very, very frightening me.
That's Rob. You can find him on Instagram at Final Third Cigar.
Galileo.
Follow the shop at finalthirdcigar.com where you can find the links to everything. Links to the YouTube page. Of course, you're probably...
Galileo.
Oh, my gosh. Of course, you're probably already on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram at The Whiskey Pastor. Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
No. Oh, Mamma Mia,
I'm
Mamma
gonna cheers this
Mia.
out on my own if you don't. Thank
Cheers,
you, guys.
guys.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot.